I predicted it in my preview. Any of you who read it, is going to move on to face Jordan Burroughs. And if you read my preview, obviously know that I did pick Andrew Howe, and a very close one there. We'll see what happens. I do know that Andrew Howe and Kyle Dake wrestled each other freestyle a couple of years ago, and Howe won a very close match there in 3 periods. But don't put it past Kyle Dake. Kyle Dake was just in one of the most electrifying matches of the tournament. It was Dake Taylor 5. Got 20 seconds left to go. Dake is up 5-4, and Taylor's in deep on a single leg. And you know what? Who came out on top? Kyle Dake with the amazing counter offense.
At 74 kilos.
It blows my mind every time I watch him. You know, I think this Dake, you know, he's gonna be our next Olympic champion. You know, the day that Burroughs leaves 74 kilograms, you know, I almost feel like it's got to be Kyle Dake that steps in there. A lot of people say, what about Andrew Howe? Maybe we'll see. I mean, Andrew Howe's unbelievable. No question. Andrew Howe, I think he can win a world title. Strong, he's fast, great gas tank. He's got the best front headlock series in the game. An awesome head and side single, which he had to go to against Miracle. And, you know, try to work the front headlock the whole time. It's not going to work. Heads up, guys. On stream 3, Chris Pendleton is getting to work.
Yep.
He just got to work, and I think he just tech-balled this guy in about 40 seconds. Mat 3, that's where the best freestyle challenge bracket, championship side of the bracket is going on. That's 2 and 3. Mat 2, you got Greco championship side of the bracket, and then on Mat 3, you got freestyle championship side of the bracket. I'll tell you what, on Mat 2, Justin Lester versus Kendrick Sanders. This is something you maybe seen like the final of an international tournament. They're wrestling the semifinals of the World Team Trials. Justin Lester, a veteran. Kendrick Sanders, a big up-and-comer. The most devastating move in Greco-Roman wrestling. The first left is something like I've never seen. And yeah, they're going at it right there. So check out those kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware that our freestyle challenge tournament finals will not start any earlier than 1:15.
Yeah, we got another breaking act. That's it. Go to Mat 2. Switch over to Mat 2 to watch some wrestling there. We don't have anything here. I know you guys are tuning in, and you're probably seeing stream 1 load first. Don't be afraid. You guys can click on stream 2, click on stream 3. The best wrestling's going on Mat 2 and 3. Streams 2 and 3. Especially all the 74 kilogram actions going on. But on Mat 3 here, for the graphic, on Mat 3 we've got Justin Lester and Kendrick Sanders. Watched both of these guys earlier. These guys are in a dogfight. Yes. Kendrick Sanders with that 1-0 lead right there with the push-out. Kendrick Sanders was he was in a scrap with Devin Scott. It was one of his last 2 matches. He had this ridiculous lip earlier. That was a big beauty. Meanwhile, Justin Lester also had an awesome lip.
We welcome Olympians from all sports here this weekend.
But as they finish up their period, we're going to go over to ours.
Contestant at the highest
actually, this graphic is messed up as well. It's not Dremiel Byers. This is not Christian Pierce. This is my graphic guy. Who do I got?
Minnesota Storm.
We have a 56 kilos on Mat 3. The winner from the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, Cowboy Chris Pendleton.
Mat 3, Chris Pendleton just got to work. Moves on to the challenge tournament finals. He will face the winner of Dustin Kilgore versus either
One lone point in the semifinal match.
Jensen. I think Jack Jensen actually might be single earlier. So it might be Dustin Kilgore versus Jensen coming up here. I think it is. So Mat 3, head over to Mat 3, head over to Stream 3 if you want to see if Dustin Kilgore can make the finals and face Chris Pendleton of this challenge bracket. Obviously, you got JD Bergman hanging out on his throne, waiting to wrestle his best of 3. But this is good stuff. We're back on Mat 2 with a couple of my all-time favorite Greco guys. Those being Justin Lester, a guy that I've watched for years and years, and then Kendrick Sanders, a guy I've just been following for about the last 2 years, and a guy that has the most devastating and dangerous Greco-Roman moves in the entire world.
Wrestling in the red singlet for the
Yes,
kid.
you guys saw it, no, it's not lying.
His opponent,
straight up
from
power
the
bombs.
United
Gets a
States
reverse
Army,
lift. He gets amplitude. He gets speed off the ground. Both guys are airborne, and guess who lands right on top? My man, Kendrick Sanders. And he's up 1-0 on Justin Lester. He's not playing around. He's had some great matches
now
in
wrestling on
the
mat
past.
number 4,
Trying to get
from
the
the
face
red
of
corner and the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, Win Mahalik. His opponent in the blue, from the Cyclone Wrestling Club, the Ron Win.
Hope you're not getting in trouble. The boss comes by. Oh, my cousin actually from Oakland wrestles for Oklahoma State this month. So. Just got here and free t-shirts. What's good? Had to say hi to my cousin Colton Thomas. It's a shout out at Colton Thomas on Twitter. I think you guys want to follow him. It's not a big name or anything, but he's my cousin. He came over and said hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we
Anyways, we're back to action. We got a 1-1 match between Justin Lester and Kendrick Sanders. And Lester was the last to score, so he is technically leading, and he almost gets another push out, but Kendrick Sanders is way too athletic for that. He's got fast feet, so he gets away from that. Man, I love watching this Kendrick Sanders wrestle. I tell you what, though, here actually they're going to call passivity on Justin Lester. And that's got to be Kendrick Sanders' game, because here's the thing: in order for him to get to his reverse lift, he's either got to have a lot of offense to get there. I don't know if you're going to take down Mr. Justin Lester that easy, or any of the world's top guys. But if he keeps pushing the pace, give those passivity calls, those cautions, and he can put Justin Lester down. And I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter who you are. If Kendrick Sanders locks up that reverse lift, it's over. It's just over. If he locks that up, he is a bunch of releasing adjust. So Justin Lester with a lot of heart, man. He's going to go up 2-1 now. 2-1, so the ball is in Kendrick Sanders' court. This is where, you say, all right, you got an awesome reverse lift, probably the best in the world. But do you have any offense? Can you take somebody down here? Especially somebody of Lester's caliber? I mean, hey, you're trying to make the finals of the World Team Trials.
Christopher Pierce,
you gotta have something. You gotta have something back to tricks.
Christopher Pierce immediately to mat 1.
On that number
it doesn't look like he's going to make it happen. Justin Lester way too solid. Lester's going to do it, man. It's a little bit of redemption after that U.S. Open performance, and Lester's going to move on to face.
And we have a winner on that 2, ladies and gentlemen.
That should be fun.
Justin Lester, Army.
And you know what? I hate to say this, but this might mean that we get to see Kendrick Sanders go up against some guys that he can lock up that reverse lift on. Because it's a blast to watch, let me tell you. It'll be one of the funnest parts of your day if you see this guy throw somebody. I'm always rooting for him. But we are back on mat 1. We're going to have Dremiel Byers, who was upset in the first round, going up against Christopher Pierce here of Yes Wrestling.
On mat 2, this will be 84 kilos Greco-Roman semifinal. For the Minnesota Storm,
best wrestling's going on mat 3. Freestyle championship side of the bracket. I know you guys are probably opening up your browsers and you're listening to me on mat 1, but the good stuff's going on in mat 3.
Jensen go to period number 2.
So you're going to want to keep an eye on that.
At 2-2.
Here we got Dremiel Byers,
number 7 at this weight.
one of the best Greco-Roman wrestling heavyweights of the past decade. He got upset earlier. You saw him wrestle last year at the Olympics, Mr. Byers. And you know what? He could have said, hey, I'm going home. I win this thing almost every time I show up. See you guys later. It's been a good ride, but you know what? No, he's coming, he wants a battle. So I'm at World Team Trials, I'm gonna keep fighting, I'm gonna keep wrestling matches. I love it, I respect him. I'll tell you what, Dremiel Byers is a class act. He's a Greco-Roman hero to a lot of people. He's done a lot of good things for the sport. Goes back, man. I mean, he's had some legendary matchups. We were talking about Ruwan Gardner earlier. Some legendary matchups with Gardner back in the day. But I do want to give you guys a heads up that a lot of the best action is going on in mat 2 and 3. 2 being the Greco championship bracket, 3 being the freestyle bracket championship bracket. Here in the Greco consies, we got Dremiel Byers getting to work. He's up 3-0. And there's a pretty nice cut. He's going to get 2 there. And he's going to get 2 more. And that's going to do it.
Jack Jensen now with a 7-2 lead on that 3. Kilgore confirmed for 1 on the push-up.
I am very rarely wrong. I'm not wrong about this. We're scoring points because it's fun. We tech called him a little bit ago.
And Dremiel Byers will take the match
Getting upset early
on that one.
Comes back, gets to work, wins another match. And like I said, props to Dremiel Byers after
Kilgore confirmed for a second 1 point on the push-out.